IcyTea here, and today there's a new tower defense simulator update with the new unit called the Rocketer. Now, the Rocketer is pretty expensive. It's about $2,650 with a starting price whenever you purchase it at $650. Now, you may see my equipment being unequipped. That's just because of a data store issue with the game in the past, so there's just issues with that. That's why I couldn't make any videos lately. I hope, there's nothing like that anymore, but whatever. Rocketer is a pretty unique unit because it has a lot of range and damage. However, the cooldown is pretty slow, but we can always be okay with that. Now, they also added new emotes, and pretty much the emotes are just basic. There's nothing crazy about them. However, there's a locked one called the Russian. There is a new code. Type in long wait and redeem. You will get more EXP as well as some cash, as well as getting the Russian taunt. So that's pretty nice. You have 4 emotes to equip. Pretty basic. So I put in Monster Mash, Russian, Flex, and T-Pose for some reason. It's pretty okay, personally. I think it's an alright thing that they're doing with this kind of game. So I'll see how it looks in-game in a moment. So we're in Rocket Arena again, and of course, there's the new update. I want to try out the Rocketeer, and really, I think with what's going on lately, it's not too bad, personally. Now, the Rocketeer looks interesting. You got like the RPG. Very interesting positioning. Let me see if it does anything when I get near him. Come on. Come on. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Sure, that's cool. I know that some people have been messaging me lately, like saying, oh, how do you get your camera in like creative mode or free roam or whatever? Well, you do Shift plus P, and you can just instantly look at anything at any time. It's good for anyone that needs some cinema to their little videos. It's not a big deal. They coded it for like the trailer, but I'm pretty sure you guys can use it too. It's all good. I think it's pretty useful for anything. If you need to use it for transitioning and you want to showcase like a boss, or you need to screenshot a certain thing in full screen, I personally think it's a useful thing. I don't have any issues with that. The only issue I might have later on with some things is that it might like look a little wonky, so you have to really get used to the movement, because it makes a lot of things move around. But overall, it's alright. Now, the Rocketeer's upgrades seem to be pretty simple. You just get more damage, and the fire rate gets less and less, and you have more explosion. That's pretty much simple. I don't know if it's like a high tier tower, and I don't know if I'm gonna do tower reviews, because I was gonna do one for Enforcer before the whole shutdown. Now I feel like I don't know if I would do that. I would rather do a discussion video on each tower, try to give as much information, but I still feel like everyone has their opinions on a tower. Like, we all know like minigunner's still great, but what happens if it gets nerfed? Then there's discussions again about that. So personally, I think when a certain unit is at its okay, like kind of accepted rate, we'll have to go with that. But I know like the first one I definitely want to bring up is the Enforcer. Sorry, not Rocketeer. But that's just how I feel about it. Honestly, I do feel like Rocketeer might get nerfed, because there is a lot of power behind it, but it depends on certain things, and there's people asking me about Arsenal. So yeah, for those unaware, yeah, I do make maps for Arsenal just for fun. I don't care too much on that. I know there's a video that I'll put above this part where I played Kitchen Chaos, which is my map. I made that map based off of their big kitchen, just a remake essentially. And then I made Poolside like its own standalone map, where it was for a 4th of July patch, which didn't go so well. I was unfortunately not ready for that, so I had to get it patched up. It will probably get patched sometime either this weekend or next weekend for sure, because there was some underlying issues with it. It was too big, it was too, whatever, right? That's typical, right? Let me mute the guns for a second, because they are kind of loud. I'm okay with explosions here. yeah, so obviously it was problematic. Now, I will say some random stuff like, oh, what's your best towers, you know, in your opinion? Like, what's the best tower or whatever? I think everyone kind of agrees that Minigunner is the best tower, but I have to disagree on that now because I don't know if it's the best tower anymore. Because, yeah, it has range, it has the DPS, it has all this for a good, you know, a good tower in price, especially 2K. I mean, having that range is still worth it, you know. The only problem I have with the minigunner is that that's all it does. There's nothing special out of that. I mean, now we have Crook Boss, which kind of is just a pseudo, I would say a pseudo vehicle kind of thing, because you can now summon vehicles if you get it to Crook Boss level 4, and then as well as level 5 to get the crooks moving around the base. That helps distract zombies, but personally, that's what you kind of get for that kind of stuff. You want to have some power over that. If you do, then you have a lot more control than a minigunner. Personally, I think you do have more control than a minigunner. Now, I know that some people may disagree on that, but I would say minigunner is a little less powerful than the Crook Boss right now. Even though the Crook Boss is capped at 4 per, you know, player, like you can only place 4 crook units, it's still a useful tower. Like, I don't know if there's anyone else out here saying like otherwise. But personally, I don't really care on that front. Unfortunately, I can talk as much as I want now because my bandwidth is a lot better, guys. Like, I can upload things on schedule most likely. So if I want to do this whole video and edit it, and maybe, let's say my schedule is like at 6 p.m. at night, you know, and I upload this stuff, I'll be happy to tell you guys I'll probably have it in time before, you know, that occurs, because my bandwidth is like now 100-fold. It used to be barely like 1 megabit per second. Like, it would be like 0.3 usually, so I barely could like get my videos out. Like, I would have high quality videos, you know, I render really well, but when it came to uploading it, it would take hours on hours. So that's why you saw my schedule being sporadic. Sometimes I would get in on schedule, sometimes I would just do it really late at night. And I think having this, you know, fixed is pretty good for me and for you guys, because you guys like to watch my content. So I personally understand that situation. So the only issue might be that I'm gonna have more than like 10 minutes of me talking about stuff, and that's fine. I understand. I'm just gonna be very relaxed on whatever I'm doing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat what's here. I still think the whole update they did is still nice, despite them having a game going under review by Roblox. Personally, that was a great thing from them to just keep up, you know, keep going. You know, they didn't have to stop. You know, I respect that. The only issue with some people, they think like they shouldn't really be making this game because, oh, tower battles is the thing. But like, again, every game is its own thing. As long as they're trying to deviate from tower battles, I'll respect that. And they are trying to do that, so I'm giving them props on that. That's why like the normal boss and everything is just being altered slightly just to accommodate that. A lot of the towers aren't the same as tower battles. If you want tower battles, go play tower battles. No big deal. I respect that too. I understand that some people want tower battles, but for me, I just think what they're doing, it's what they want to do. You know, that's what they want as a person, as people that are interested in the game. Anyways, yeah, if I should go back on topic of the tower. So we know that minigunner's kind of good, but we got like Crook Boss, right? Cool. But the enforcer, right? You can summon a, yeah. So with John's voice, you can use a SWAT van for like 1,500 cash, which isn't crazy, but it really helps you if you need it for, you know, any zombie that like kind of goes past. But I'm just using it as a, you know, explanation, you know. Yeah, they're saying, oh, you don't need it. I'm just showcasing you guys because some people don't know about the Enforcer that much. And that's really what it is. It's a useful tool because people like to use this whenever they're rotating around the map for whatever reason. They need it. It's going to be useful in some waves, probably in the later waves, but yeah. Personally, it's not a big deal. I know that some people care, but I'm just trying to showcase an example on the forefront of any sort of towers that are useful. So, Enforcer, I would say, is like the second best easily because of the range. Is despite it, like it's just so powerful. I've tested it. It's pretty potent against zombies very quickly. The only problem is its range. Like no range, you kind of can't get everyone, and that could be very hard for those kind of towers. But for minigunner, I would say third because it's essential. You probably want at least someone on your team to have it. It's pretty useful, as you can see. It always instantly gets some zombies and just take them out. Cowboys, like I think fourth or fifth, because despite just having the gold rush, it's not that great personally. Outlaw would probably be fourth or fifth as well, so they're interchangeable. It's your preferences, but Outlaw does a lot more damage now because of the buff. Demo Man's like 6 for sure. I think 7th would be, out of usefulness, might be Commander just because of the buffing. 8 would be John just because he does just mainly the potent buffs like this. You know, 50% damage buff is good. It's just not like I would not say it is a high necessity. In some cases, not everyone uses it when they triumph, which is fine. It's not a bad thing. Oh yeah, and they changed the speedy boss. Okay. So it used to have like a golden top hat and everything, and now it doesn't. Which isn't bad, I just think that's interesting, you know, that they did that. Very interesting indeed. But yeah, John is just a buffer to me. It does damage. I wouldn't deny that it's, you know, unuseful, but like, yeah. You know, but definitely, we're going from the most useful Crook Boss one. Like, I would say with Rocketeer now, I would tie it with second with Enforcer because they're both useful in their own way. I think Rocketeer has more power than like a Demo Man because of that damage output. It's just so stupid. Like, look at that, plus 75 with a bigger exposure radius. This is good when like these zombies are in together. Those are good to destroy them. Slow boss is different. I mean, like I do respect their craft on trying to change the way the bosses look. I know that like Sean Roblox has showed how like certain zombies would appear at certain waves and they're like the exact as tower battles. Okay, that's fair. I think that's a problem. And I like how the speedy zombies now are like Naruto running. Like that's a little nice detail. If people aren't noticing that already, I like that. It's pretty funny. So we got molten zombies going through. Alright, so I'm gonna max out my freezer just to keep them all in place. I'm starting to have a lot of money, so I'm gonna have to get more towers. Alright, let's make sure I got the perk box max. I get SWAT. Yeah, that's fine. I'm obviously did not get all the towers placed yet, so we're gonna probably get that organized. Let's see if I can even fit any. I could fit one more here. That's nice. I'll max out the Rocketeer. Very cool. Yeah, I guess this got bugged because the fan is underneath the floor. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so the Rocketeers are actually doing a lot with the radius. I mean, Demo was the reason why I kind of used them for a bit, but because of the Rocketeer's radius, I'm using that more. I don't care too much about it because the range is better. It outclasses Demo pretty much, and that's unfortunate. Even though they buffed Demo's still good. If you have Demo, use them, but I don't think Demo's that good anymore. And of course, we got this guy spamming this for no reason. Yeah, I don't understand. but cool, cool. Okay, so there is room here, I think. Oh, there is room. You utilize the room. Utilize all the space you can here, you know? We got the Gravekeeper. That's nice and very awesome. Very spiffy. And then we're buffing it up again. Whatever. Yeah, these zombies are gonna die. Okay. Nice, nice. Very cool. And yeah, we'll use some of this, you know, like we'll use the free roam. And he's died. Okay, so sad. Oh, and you can zoom in and out, so that kind of makes it a little weird. Very, very useful with the scroll mouse wheel. Okay. Yeah, demo is just not that useful, unfortunately. The range is what you need, especially on those controllers later. Oh man, when they start doing the spikes, it's best to have these kind of towers. Again, that's why outclasses demo. Demo has much less range, and I mean, you can argue like, well, why isn't Enforcer like at below 2 or something? The thing why Enforcer is at 2 is because of the SWAT ban. If the SWAT ban wasn't there, I'd probably drop it to 7. Personally, I like the Enforcer a lot, but it's kind of useless if it didn't have the van, because the van actually pushes a lot of zombies out of your way. Now, I'm not using it that much because we don't really have an issue, but I mean, I'll still keep putting it, you know, periodically. It's not a big issue for me, but it's obvious that, you know, certain things we gotta do. I do like the new stuff for like the commanders. Like now they kind of make it look a little futuristic and it has a better pleasing aesthetic than just some stupid, oh yeah, we just happen to have, you know, something silly with it and then that's it. Like I think the way they're doing it is pretty good, I would say. So let me get another Enforcer. I guess someone did leave. That's no big deal. No big deal at all. I'm not bothered by that. I don't know why people leave sometimes, but maybe it's just because of lag. It can happen. Yeah. It's really useful just to push out a wave. And we're making a lot of money, so it's not gonna affect us that much. I'm gonna do another boost, and I'm gonna probably get some more perk bosses if I can. I think I can do one more, and that's it. You see, I have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have enough for one more, as well as putting one more as a limit. Okay, let's see if it's. I mean, obviously, this is the max I can do with perk boss, and obviously the sparkles indicate I'm upgrading it. And yeah, the tanks are going crazy, so let's freeze them. That might help. Let's see. Where's my other John? Oh yes, over there. Oh, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Okay, that was a waste of an upgrade. No big deal. Guess I could micro. No, I don't know if I would do that though. At some point in this kind of, you know, game, it's like easy. This is literally the easiest map in the game because people go through and then rotate around and go past it again. It's like you had double the amount of towers in the way it goes, so I'll take that. The tanks didn't really change because I don't think they're gonna do much yet with them. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the tanks. They will probably change it. Instead of tank 1, it'll be like tank or something else. Like, that's all I can think about if they want to do something with it. Oh, and they even changed the mysteries as well, the normal ones. The normal ones were blue, now they're green. And so, yeah, okay. Again, like, I'm noticing all these little details changing, and that's really nice overall. So I'm noticing all these like mysteries changing. Like there's mystery 1 at green, and you'll probably see that in the early part of the video. I just didn't realize that. So again, like they're adding all these little changes and touch-ups to mitigate from tower battles. So wow, you know, like I didn't know they were putting that much effort into that. So I guess I'll respect that, you know. Again, I mean, what else were they gonna do? You know, they had to wait until the game came back, so they had to keep working. Overall, I think the whole thing with their updates pretty good now. Like, I'm looking at everything. This is a great improvement to the game, as usual. And with new content, with new units, it makes things more interesting overall. Now, some people were getting on the bandwagon, seeing how it went to front page. But personally, I think it's fine. They're just trying it out. But I just know, like, some people aren't meant for that. They don't like tower defense games that much. But you know, everyone remembers Bloons tower defense. You know, I played that before, you know, but I don't recall many people always playing that. So I wonder how they really react to certain things sometimes. And I think that's cool that they're trying it again. That's the only thing I'm really happy about, that people are actually playing tower defense games again. Very unique, you know. I never thought I would see the day, because most people who played them back in like 10 years ago, like, I mean, in a typical popular fashion. Like, people really thought that was like a cool thing to do back then, like playing it on Congregator or something. And well, here we are today in 2019, and this game's on the front page again, so that's pretty awesome. And I respect everyone that's been a part of this project. It's really good. It's gonna get better, and I just hope that there's nothing else stopping it, really. I just think that's just a little fluke that happened with Roblox. You know, that happens sometimes for games. Data stores mess up, but I think everyone can get on and move past that. The witch doctors, they look a little different. Maybe it's texture. I don't know. Yeah, they're annoying. They get worse next wave. Yay. Cool. But yeah, pretty much this makes a lot of the game just challenging, and I like that. Sometimes I get bored of tower defense games when they get too easy. Now, of course, I can see the comments saying, well, it's still too easy, Icy. It's not good, it's bad. I mean, yeah, okay, that's valid. It could get, you know, more difficult. It just depends on how they're going to go about it. A lot of the times, they're just trying to reduce a lot of the stuff with mega servers. So, that's also a reason why this is being done. But we don't know when that's going to happen, right? Just kind of going with whatever they're doing. But yeah, so this was pretty fun. Again, no real complaints on anything. Like, I understand why they changed certain things for the sake of it. Just respect the competitor tower battles. Anyways, that's it for the video. I have nothing else to say. If you like this video, and if you like how I'm talking over while I'm playing a game in real time, please comment. Give a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I guess I'll see you guys later. So peace out, and watch me dance around, doing whatever until the end of the wave, as well as the victory. So give me a moment. Yeah, GG.